welcome to BCC Kids Online. Welcome to our new series, Monumental, celebrating the greatness of God. We will be looking at the story of Joseph in great detail. You know, Joseph's story was full of conflict, lying, sibling rivalry, slavery, prison, and on, as we'll see as we navigate through the story. Like Joseph's family, we all have imperfections. Siblings squabble, kids tattle, parents disagree. It sure can get messy. You know, it's a good thing God doesn't hold that against us. He loves us no matter what. So before we dive into the story, let's worship together. We have a great theme song to kick off to remind us that the God we serve is awesome and that His love never fails.
God's love never fails and it lasts forever. Our God is great. Our God is great. My God is with me. Yes, He's with me wherever. Our God is great. Our God is great. He's an awesome God. Bigger than my wildest dreams. Monumental love. Eternal love for you and me. 'Cause He's an awesome God. Our God's an awesome God. God is in charge and He watches over me. Our God is great. Our God is great. My God is strong and He'll never let go of me. Our God is great. Our God is great. He's an awesome God. Bigger than my wildest dreams. Monumental love. Eternal love for you and me. 'Cause He's an awesome God. Our God's an awesome God. Yeah. Our God is great.
Our God is awesome.
Celebrate.
Celebrate.
Our God is great.
Our God is awesome.
Celebrate.
Celebrate.
He's an awesome God. Bigger than my wildest dreams. Monumental love. Eternal love for you and me. 'Cause He's an awesome God. Bigger than my wildest dreams. Monumental love. Eternal love for you and me. 'Cause He's an awesome God. Our God's an awesome God. Our God's an awesome God.
Stories of the Bible. Joseph and his coat. So this is Joseph. Hey! You see, Joseph was the son of Israel and Rachel. Israel loved Joseph more than all 12 of his sons. In fact, he made Joseph a coat to show him how much he loved him. When Joseph's brothers saw this, they hated Joseph. One night, Joseph had a dream. When he awoke, Joseph told the dream to his brothers. He said, "Listen to this dream I had. We were gathering grain when suddenly my bundle of grain rose up and all of you bowed to me." This made his brothers hate Joseph even more. And they said, "You're gonna rule over us?" Then Joseph had another dream. he told it to his brothers and his father, he said, "Listen, I had another dream, and this time the sun and moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me." This time, Israel heard the dream and rebuked Joseph, saying, "Will your mother and brothers and I actually come and bow down before you?" The brothers were even more angry when they heard the second dream. Israel, however, decided to think about what Joseph was saying. One day, Joseph's brothers were working when they saw Joseph coming to meet them. One of his brothers mocked him and said, "Here comes the dreamer. Come on now, let's kill him and throw him away to be devoured by a ferocious animal. Then we'll see what comes of his dreams." One of the brothers named Reuben wanted to rescue Joseph, so he said, "Let us not take his life. Instead, throw him in the pit."
Yeah.
So when Joseph came to his brothers, they attacked him. They took the robe their father had given Joseph. They hoisted Joseph up and threw him into the well. Then they saw a group of men from Midian coming towards them. Judah thought it would be a good idea to sell Joseph to these men. So the brothers sold Joseph to the merchants for 20 shekels. The brothers then took the coat of many colors back to their father and made him believe that Joseph had been killed. Israel wept for his son whom he loved. Meanwhile, Joseph was taken as a slave to Egypt to work in the house of a man named Potiphar, for Joseph's story was only just beginning.
Hi, my name is Samuel. My friends and family call me Sam. I'm 11 years old and I live in New Jersey. My favorite subjects in school are writing, arts, and music. I like writing because I like to use my imagination and write stories. And I like art because I can express myself and do a lot of painting. I like music because I can have fun and connect with God.
In a lot of ways, Samuel is just like you. But he does have a unique challenge that can make life hard sometimes.
I would like to share a little bit of my story and testimony with you guys. I was born with low vision and I went through many surgeries, but that didn't stop me from being a normal kid and doing normal things. I have an amazing family and a amazing little brother named Noah, and I see God through them, and I know that God loves me for who I am. I learn things every day, and I'm learning how to read Braille.
Braille is a special way of writing for people who can't see well. Braille writing makes little bumps on paper, a little bit like a code. People read by feeling the dots. It's almost like learning another language. How cool is that?
I have amazing family and teachers, and I love God, and I know that He loves me.
Samuel loves spending time with his family and learning new things. He also has a couple of hobbies he enjoys doing with his friends.
Some of my hobbies are playing video games and reading audiobooks. My favorite thing to do with friends is play with toys and video games. One of my biggest dreams is to become an astronaut and go to space.
Samuel dreams about going to space one day and has already begun his journey to becoming an astronaut.
One day, I want to be an astronaut and go to space. I even wrote a book about space. I have a small collection of toys, magazines, and books. My favorite astronaut is Armstrong. I hope to be like him one day.
Samuel faces some challenges that you or I may not face, but when things get tough, he trusts that God loves him no matter what. Relying on this truth helps Samuel accomplish so many things. In the Bible, Book of Psalms, chapter 89, verse 2, it says, "Your unfailing love will last forever." That means Even when things in life fail or are hard, God's love never fails. Samuel sees God's great love all around him, and Samuel has a message for you today.
Doesn't matter how you are or how you look like, God loves every one of you.
God loves you no matter what.
Hi, I'm Harley, a Gila monster. My name sounds pretty scary. No one likes to be called a monster. And it's not even true. I'm not a monster. I'm just a big lizard. Sure, I'm the largest lizard in the United States, but I'm not really a threat to humans. See, I have a powerful bite. When I bite, I hold on for a while. And sometimes I even chew a little bit to get my venom deeper into whatever I'm biting. But that's mostly just for food. We all need to eat, right? I bet you bite your food too. I'm telling you, I'm not a monster. I try to avoid humans and other big animals, and if I do see you, I'd probably just hiss at you. I don't want to hurt humans. I just get a little scared. And you wouldn't have a hard time running away from me. I can only run about 1 mile per hour, slower than you humans walk. But even though no Gila monsters have ever killed a human, sometimes stories make us out to be deadly to humans. That's not really fair. And sometimes having a reputation like that makes me feel unlovable. But I know God loves me. You know how I know? See how big and fat my tail is? God gave me fat to store in my tail to help get me through the cold winter months. Yep, even the desert gets cold at night, but God gave me this special tail to help me survive the cold. Plus, God made me to go a long time without eating. You probably eat every day, but me? I can get by with just 3 or 4 meals a year. That's a special thing about the way God made me. But do you want to know the coolest thing? I might have monster in my name, but I actually help humans. Scientists have used my spit to make medicine for people with diabetes. Sometimes you might do things that make you feel unlovable. Or maybe people say mean things about you, like the way they call me a monster. In the Bible, the book of Psalms, chapter 89, verse 2, says this about God: "Your unfailing love will last forever." That means no matter what you do or no matter what other people say, God's love isn't going anywhere. Even when you feel like a monster, God loves you no matter what.
We've had a great session today learning about the first part of Joseph's story. We sang, we've learned about how God gifted Samuel, and we also learned about a Gila monster. But most importantly, we learned that God loves us no matter what. Thanks for celebrating God's love with me today. Next week, we'll be continuing our adventure. So let's close in worship. See you next week, BCC kids.